The Senate and the House of Representatives are preparing to canvass votes in order to formally proclaim the next president and vice president by next week. The Octa Research Group flagged a 19% uptick in new COVID-19 cases in Metro Manila in the aftermath of the elections. Meanwhile, the DOH is keeping a close watch on a viral infection called monkeypox, cases of which have been reported abroad. And Pinoy weightlifting pride Heidelin Diaz successfully defends her title in the 31st Southeast Asian Games in Vietnam. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. Tons of election tarpaulins and posters are being taken down in Metro Manila. But where does all this trash go? Gerard De La Peña tells us where in this report.
The MMDA is still removing posters and tarpaulins in Metro Manila 10 days after the elections. Based on their estimates, they were able to collect 500 tons of tarpaulins or almost 2,000 trucks worth of election paraphernalia. They admit that clearing operations can be quite a challenge.
Yung pong mga delikadong mga lugar, katulad ng may mga kuryente o may matataas na lugar na delikado po para sa ating mga nagbabaklas o na baka makadulot ng aksidente po sa kanila. At yung mga masisikip na lugar po na kung saan mayroong mga nakaparadang mga sasakyan o may mga lugar na mayroon po mga sidewalk vendors.
But where do these trash end up? Some of the tarpaulins are donated to various groups which are then repurposed into bags and other items. Others end up at the MMDA's plant in Tondo to be made into hollow blocks or pavement stones. Other plastic items as well as granulated tarpaulins are being mixed with stones, sand, and cement. The MMDA's engineer said these are durable enough to be used for some of the MMDA's projects.
Ginagamit namin talaga siya sa mga construction, lalo na yung mga upgrading sa mga pumping station namin. In terms of time, kasi di ba alam namin procurement days sobrang haba. So ito, at least tatawag na sila, kukuha na sila dito ng materials.
The MMDA's plant can produce 35 pieces of hollow blocks and more than 100 pavement stones a day. The agency plans to increase its capacity next year. For News 5, Gerard De La Peña, we are One News.
Meanwhile, the NBI is looking into possible election fraud in Cotabato City after videos of people holding and shading more than one ballot were submitted as evidence. Ryan Ang with the details.
Representatives of outgoing Cotabato City Mayor Cynthia Giani Sayadi went to the NBI to ask for assistance in investigating alleged fraud and irregularities in the May 9 elections. They are also asking the NBI to verify and authenticate pictures and videos they submitted as evidence.
Nasa election protest po namin, yun nga po, allegedly, isang tao, maraming hawak po ng mga balota. Kaya po nagtaka na po kami,
Last week, a video that surfaced on some news outlets showed police officers tearing ballots. But the PNP said that these were unused. But aside from this video, Giani Sayadi's camp submitted new photos and videos as evidence of possible fraud. This includes a clip showing some men sitting inside the polling precinct while holding more than one ballot, as well as a picture of a woman who seems to be shading more than one ballot. The mayor's camp says the evidence were given by a concerned citizen who does not want to be identified.
Nagbigay na po sila ng kanilang mga sinumpaang salaysay at handa raw po silang tumestigo. Ang sabi po nila ay biglaan daw po na may mga pilitan na nangyayari at nagulat sila, marami pong may mga hawak na balota.
The NBI has already activated their regional office and another office in Manila to investigate the matter.
The NBI is already in receipt of the complaint from Attorney Sayadi regarding the election-related incident that happened in Cotabato. We have first to authenticate the video.
For News 5, Ryan Ang, we are One News.
Congressman Martin Romualdez bears his priority measures under the leadership of Bongbong Marcos. Romualdez, who is a cousin of Marcos Jr., is now the leading candidate for the House speakership. Romualdez said he will prioritize deferring the barangay elections as requested by local leaders. He explained that postponing the barangay polls will save the government some 8 billion pesos, which can be used for COVID-19 response. The current House Majority Leader also aims to pass a stimulus package called Bayan Bangon Muli, or BBM bill.
Stimulus package, no? That will allow the incoming president to harness the resources available to him during this closing period of 2022 and address the measures that are needed for the pandemic.
One News Now will be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Heidelin Diaz and Team Cebol racked up gold medals as the Philippines looks to a podium finish in the 31st Southeast Asian Games. Marty Bautista with the story.
The gold medalist and champion of event weightlifting sports of the 31st SEA Games Vietnam 2021 is Miss Heidelin Diaz Francisco from Philippines.
Weightlifting queen Heidelin Diaz does it again. The country's first Olympic gold medalist defended her SEA Games crown in the 55-kilogram division at the 31st edition in Hanoi, Vietnam. Diaz finished with a total of 206 kilograms, with Thailand's Sanikun Thanasan settling for silver with 203 kilograms. Heidelin trailed 1 kilogram after the snatch portion, with Thanasan's 93 kilograms setting the regional record previously held by Diaz. Thanasan, the 2016 Rio Olympics gold medalist in 48-kilogram division, was seen as the biggest hurdle to Diaz.
Lift for Thanasan. Try to retake the lead in the SEA Games record, 94. Oh! That was a no lift for Diaz.
But Diaz recaptured the lead after lifting 114 kilograms in the clean and jerk portion on her first attempt. Meanwhile, national esports team Cebol completed its bid for back-to-back golds in the SEA Games. Philippines defeated Indonesia 3-1 in a rematch of the 2019 Games. Cebol is bannered by world champions Blacklist International. The team is composed of Johnmar Omay Venus Villaluna, Dannery Wise del Rosario, Lee Au Gonzalez, Dominic Soto, Salich Haji Imam, and Aaron Uzi. As of now, the Philippines slid to 5th place in the medal rankings, garnering 40 golds, 58 silver, and 83 bronze medals for a total of 181. For News 5, Marty Bautista. We are One News.
And here's a quick look at today's other top stories. The Octa Research Group reports a 19% uptick in the average number of daily COVID-19 cases in Metro Manila. The reproduction rate in the region also increased to 0.90, while the positivity rate remains low at 1.2%. The health department says that monkeypox has not yet been detected in the Philippines following reported cases in Canada, the United States, and Europe. Monkeypox is a mild viral illness characterized by fever, headaches, and bumpy skin rashes. The DOH has assured the public that border screening and surveillance systems are now being intensified to prevent the entry of this viral disease. And Congress is now preparing for the canvassing of votes and the proclamation of the next president and vice president. The Senate and the House of Representatives will convene as the National Board of Canvassers on May 24 and will likely announce the winners on Friday, May 27th. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.